that took us straight into the Undisputed Tag Team title bout, which saw the Usos facing up against the Brawling Brutes, which consisted of Holland and Butch.
Now, this is interesting because you've got, as of today, the Usos have been champions for 475 days. The record is 483 days, so we're only talking, 8 days apart. But in 6 days' time, they do actually face the New Day again, because the New Day have been granted a match, because they've challenged them on SmackDown yesterday, because they don't want to lose their record. So I don't see the New Day beating them personally, but I know we're sort of talking next week, but Butch and Ridge Holland were never going to win. And they've done the big thing that, Sheamus is missing because they took his arm out. Well, the truth is, of course, he got married.
Yeah.
And he's probably on his honeymoon or whatever, so we know why he's away, and that's fine. But I didn't think much of the match, to be honest. Although they are saying in the match that they thought Jey Uso actually might have a broken wrist from the recent European tour. When he gets back to America, they're actually going to do an MRI on Tuesday, our time, to actually see whether the wrist is broken or not. So maybe, if it is broken or there's a problem, maybe the New Day do go over on SmackDown and beat them and don't let them get the record that New Day have got. But it'd be probably a bit of a shame to do that.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I think New Day doesn't have the run anymore in them. I think they're done. They lose a biggie. And, I think that's done for them. And you could put Sikoa in there.
Oh, yeah.
You could put Zayn in there. And then when Jay comes back, there's issues between him and Zayn.
Because he's taken the spot or something.
So there's options there. There's options there, Yeah.
But for the match itself, I thought was,
It's a typical Uso match where it's out of control. The ref's got no control of it. It's just everyone throwing spots everywhere. It was a go-to-toilet match.
Really, I gave it 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I gave it 5 too.
I didn't even bother putting too many notes.
I've got about 2 lines. I think at the bottom of my notes is the ref has lost control, no psychology.
Yeah.
Just full of high spots.
I think it was just a house match, really.
Yeah. But that's the problem with the tag division at the moment.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem with the tag division. There's nothing interesting in the tag division where you'd say, wow, I want to see that match. There's nothing there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
And that's sad for teams like New Day. Oh, not New Day, sorry, for Judgment Day, where they've got a potential to put a tag team together. If you had a really strong face tag team, you've got definitely a good run now. But there's nothing out there.
They've had a recent history of not doing much with their tag teams.
Oh, they've done that since.
Gone are the days where you had the Hart Foundation, the British Bulldogs, the Rougeos, Martel and Santana, or Martel and Zenk, or the
Killer Bees,
Road Warrior. There's no really established Super U-Butte great tag teams there now.
No, there isn't. It's only the Usos. It's only the Usos. That's all there is. They buried. What were the names? Street Profits. They buried them. Buried them with so many losses, but I'm saying they buried them with all the losses, right?
Yeah.
And all the other tags. I was saying this to Anthony earlier today, and he'll say that they just throw 2 guys together and hope for a tag team. You could bring in James Storm, reboot him and Bobby Beer Money. You could reboot that. You've got guys like the Briscoes. They're sitting out there. You'd be looking at talking to them, right? They're going to give you that X factor to the division, that very much the Dudley Boys style of X factor, right? That the thing about the Dudley Boys was they were unpredictable. You know what you're going to get from them. Yeah. So you got that. You've got a team of you could have with Judgment Day of 2 technicians or a big guy and a technician in the ring. You've got the OC, right? Which if as a tag team.
But why did they break up Rude and Ziggler? They were going all right.
Yeah, they're going to right. It's almost a WWE tradition that if you got a good tag team, they'll take what they consider to be the best wrestler and split them. You know, Christian and Edge.
Time we saw him.
Well, that's right. He's a great worker.
What, 6 months or more?
Yeah, that's right.
Bloody good worker. Former world champion in 2 different promotions.
That's right. You know, so
you can't get a fucking match.
That's right. Look at what they did with LA Knight.
That guy, I'm glad he's back to LA Knight. He's bloody good.
Well, as Eli Drake, he was even better.
Who?
Eli Drake. That's what he was outside of WWE.
Oh, yeah.
He was even better.
Was he? Okay.
Oh, he's on the stick. He's the best.
I like him.
Once again, he looks like a wrestler.
Yeah.
He's an old school guy. You're not going to get the high flying out of him, but he knows how to work a crowd. He's got great psychology. And what he does looks good.
I'm a big fan.
And this guy here, they had him as a male model. Yeah. A manager of a male model, not even a male model. You know, so this is where hopefully Triple H is starting to... You can see the booking, they're starting to rectify.
You can't turn the QE2 around.
Yeah, exactly right. You can see things just in this show. Little things, but then you see things like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Please somebody have a word. Triple H have a word with somebody.
Yeah.
But, the Usos, to me, are bland. That every match is out of control.
It's just a super kick frenzy.
No, and then like I said, you know, like this, one guy's fighting on the floor, one guy. Where do you develop in a tag team? Where do you develop any heat or hot tags or anything like that when everyone's just blowing with each other when it's a Texas tornado?
Yeah, of course it is.
So, yeah, I agree with you. I gave it a 5.
Yeah.
That was it. You know, I lost complete interest
towards
the end.
What about you, young Anthony?
I gave it a 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Probably fair, yeah. Probably the less said about that one, the better.
Yeah.
One the better.